When we're in Turkey, like, he tells you, you need to listen to me, you need to respect me.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's pushy.
But I think that's a culture thing. I think in Turkey, like, the men are king.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, so this is Shane. Shane is trans non-binary. From my understanding, a trans non-binary person is someone who does not identify as a woman or a man, but like they identify as both. Well, this is what Shane said, okay? Shane said that I have my moments where I just feel like I'm a woman. But then I have like semi-moments or a little bit moments where I do feel like I can be a man. But predominantly is a woman. Yeah. It's a lot of process. For my small brain anyway. But trans non-binary. That's the nitty gritty of what it means based on what Shane has said and what Google told me as well. You know what I mean? For the people who don't know. But Shane is in a relationship with Mert, who's all the way from Turkey. And as you can see right now, she's having a conversation with one of her girlfriends, talking about, you know, what it's like when she's over at Turkey, saying at the end of the day, when she's at Turkey, it's always about him pretty much. And obviously I have to pretty much, you know, be submissive, you know what I mean? Because he's the king. So the reason why they're having these conversations is because you see the plan is for her to go over to Turkey and then for them both to come back to the UK. Now, the concern that the friend has is that, well, how are you going to handle him being the way he is in the UK? Because at the end of the day, we all know this. Once people, it's easy for someone to be submissive when they are in your home. It doesn't even have to be your land. It can just be your home. But when you bring someone to your home, you don't tolerate the same stuff that they gave you before, if you dig what I'm saying. So the friend is like, yo, so when he does come over here, are you still going to allow him to treat you the way he does? Or are you going to expect him to be a bit more chilled and kind of drop his culture a little bit and treat you more like an equal to a certain degree? Now that is a good question. Well, here's the thing though. That's not going to happen. If at the end of the day, if cultural in his culture, the man is the lead, the man is the king, well then it doesn't matter where he is on this earth, he's going to have the same energy no matter what, unless of course he was to change his mind. But usually for someone to have a different perspective, usually that person needs to have then been raised in a different country with a different culture. Look at it this way, if you're a Turkish person and you're raised in the UK and you're around your English friends and everyone else around and you're experiencing different cultures, you can grow to end up adopting your own culture, right? Where you kind of, you know, combine between yours and what you're used to. But if you was born in Turkey, raised in Turkey, you're only going to know one thing. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that Shane expects Mert to relax a little bit, wishful thinking. But hey, we continue.
you're the king, I'm the queen. And he said, yeah, but I'm king. So it's always that, like, he's
Yeah,
that step
step
above.
above.
And I'm hoping when he comes to England, maybe, like, he'll chill out a little bit. I don't
The delusion.
expect him to change overnight, like, change his ways. He's been stuck in his ways for, like, so long. But he's the only person I've ever in my life let push me.
Well, I guess you're about to be in for one rude awakening. But hey, when we get there, we'll get there. But anyway, we continue.
She is she, but if maybe one day when my family know she's normally man.
So now we're in this predictable predicament where the family does not know that Shane is originally or is biologically a man. So it's going to be interesting. Now, when it comes to Mert himself in particular, he is bisexual, but I don't think his family is aware of that. You know what I mean? But that's why obviously, you know, they want to move. You know, they want to move to the UK because obviously people are more open to them being together rather than if Shane was to move to Turkey. Obviously, the situation would be not very kind, if you dig what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, the fact that his family doesn't know right now, well, apart from his sister and a friend, I believe, know. Well, let's just put it this way: if they plan to get married, and his family comes, like eventually someone's gonna spill the tea. Either the family's gonna figure it out themselves, which I guess they have, which I guess they won't because they haven't yet. Or at the wedding, someone on Shane's side of the family or guest list is gonna be talking to someone on the family side and be like, "So, how do you feel about your son being with someone that's biologically man, or being with someone that is trans no-binary? Like, so how are you feeling about that?" And to be honest with you, if they were to find out on the wedding day, that would be a hot freaking mess. So if I was Mert and Shane, I would be looking to tell the family as soon as possible. And if the family decide to abandon you and not be with you, well then it is your choice to choose whether you want to stay with your family or if you want to be with Shane. And that is just the bottom line. But hey, man, we all know how this show was meant to go anyway. So it was drama oriented. So we're about to find out exactly how it goes down as the season commences. But with that being said, though, thank you so much for your time. Please do make sure you hit that like button now. Of course, I have reacted to the full episode of 90 Day Fiance, the UK season 2, episode 1 on my Patreon account. So be sure to check it out. Now, with that being said, we are done and we are out. Peace.